Hello people, I'm Ari
I'm Nazo.
and you're welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to get over a breakup, but before I get into that, let me just say that I've heard this from people a lot, that love is a drug, and quite frankly it is sort of true, because what happens when the person you love breaks up with you, and most of the time over something stupid? How do you get over it? It can be likened to the same withdrawal symptoms you get from, or when your high wears off. That's the kind of feeling you also get.
Not
But then
everybody
that,
knows that high is.
well, for a junkie basically, or a person using drugs, when you withdraw from the same feeling can be said to, you can said to get the same feeling when.
No, my point is not everybody takes drugs, so they won't know how a junkie feels.
Okay.
The withdrawal symptom.
Well, it's basically like that. For, imagine you are hooked on a drug, and surely you're going to react to it, and that's what happens when the person you love eventually breaks up with you. But we're not talking about love here today. We're talking about how to get over a breakup, because a couple of times you see people who don't rule actually are in love, and they find it quite hard to get over that person or over that feeling that they have for that person. So in this video, we're going to be giving you 5 very effective steps that you can use to get over a breakup. Number 1 is rebuilding your self-esteem. So how do we do that, Nazo? How do you think a person can do that, rebuilding their self-esteem?
Yeah, the counselor. Actually, don't know.
Well, this is important because when you're out of a relationship, one thing it affects is your esteem. That's when you start picking your personality apart. Sorry. You start thinking you're not good enough. You start thinking, oh, maybe what did I do wrong? What didn't I do? Maybe there's something wrong about me. The truth is, you there watching this currently, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Absolutely nothing. Except in cases where you made the guy or the girl break up with you. Why I'm saying this is because, or rather, to work on your esteem, the first thing you have to do is that think about who you are. Think about why you got back into that why you got into that relationship in the first place. How did those things come about? Why did you start developing those feelings? Then you can actually be able to situate yourself in a better position to think back, okay, maybe this is who I am. Who were you before the relationship? And now the person is out of the way. Who are you still? What kind of person are you? Rebuild your esteem. Take back your power, because you staying there and wallowing in self-pity is not going to make the dude or the lady come back. They made their decision. Make yours. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It just means, well, that person is not meant for you. So you don't have to cry or beat yourself up about it. Yeah, you can feel bad. It's normal. We're all humans. But please keep your self-esteem in check. Keep working on it, because you are you. That's the basic thing, and no one is going to take that away from you. Second important one mistake I know people may avoid rebounds.
I have to say, after I broke up with somebody, I did get into a rebound thing. It's just because I wanted to get over the person I was with. Yes.
And for me, that's the second thing. Avoid rebounds. Rebounds I see them basically like quick fixes. So quick fix is like,
It doesn't help anything.
it's like taking alcohol. You take the alcohol, you just get high for that moment, and let's say you get drunk, you eventually misbehave, like the other video we did where, well, she said I threw up. That, imagine you get the rebound. After that, you don't really feel good about yourself or about anything. And what if you get the rebound and it might look like, oh yeah, this is looking real, something like, okay, this person is the one for me. What if you just jump into something worse for yourself? And what if along the line you realize, oh, I never even felt anything for this person, I just wanted to get over the person who hurt me. So avoid rebounds at all costs.
And I think that is why people, after a breakup, you should give yourself some time rather than looking for someone else. Yeah. I know some people find it very hard to do.
Some people find it hard to do.
They always want to be
because I think I don't really blame them, because I think it's just this feeling of loneliness and feeling not appreciated by their partner. But yes, it's normal for you to feel that way, but that doesn't mean you should just get into rebounds, because when this whole thing wears off, you won't like it. That's just the basic truth. You won't like yourself.
That's true.
And you might end up hating yourself. So just basically avoid rebounds. And number 3, take a reality check.
What does that mean?
Okay. Now, when breakups usually happen, along like first 1 month, the only thing your brain brings to you is the positive experiences you had with that person. That's all your brain wants to project to you. So you have to consciously, especially whereby the guy or the girl hurts you, you have to consciously think about yourself first. because all you see is the positive, the positive, the positive.
Really?
Yeah.
That word.
Yeah.
Trust me, that's not what I'm thinking of when I break up with a person. I'm thinking about the bad things that happened. So if anybody is thinking positive, wow.
Yeah,
Man,
for some people, for me, it's like that. Depends on how the breakup occurred, by the way.
But that's true.
Yeah, people just sort of think of what this good thing or this good thing, but at that point, you don't have to really be thinking about what caused it. You should be thinking about your own self. Okay, what did I do wrong? What did I learn your lessons? Take what you can from that relationship and just try to move on. You can't keep staying there and thinking, okay, things are going to work out, or he's going to come back, or she's going to come back. Work on yourself. And I would say again at this point, you are not the problem, except you did wrong to that person. But if you know within you that you didn't do anything, then surely you're not the problem. Because I've seen people who say, okay, I feel like I'm useless, I feel I'm not worthy, I don't feel, some women will tell me I don't even feel sexy at all. Maybe that's why I prefer someone else. If a guy can't control his libido, then that's the nigga's problem. It no concern you. Like, it's none of your business. You should be enough for him, and if you're not enough for the guy or the girl, then let him go, let him leave the stage. But please don't focus on the positive experiences, because all they do is just make you think, okay, something is going to happen. Really, at the end of the day, nothing is going to happen.
And there's always someone better out there.
Yes.
I know they always say, man, don't finish or fish don't finish for
There's always someone better. Don't just give up on yourself or give up on love entirely. There's always someone better out there for you.
Especially if you have like built your self-esteem back up, or like you're working on yourself.
Yeah.
You kind of find out, oh, okay, these are things you love about yourself. So you now.
Yeah, and to even level them down, sometimes you feel you can't do it on your own. You can talk to trusted friends, talk to family. If possible, let them even tell you things they love about you, things that make them appreciate you in their life. That can encourage you to feel good about yourself and also help with your self-esteem. And number 3 is take a social media detox. Number 4 rather, take a social media detox. Social media can be frustrating, especially.
Can I just say before you continue?
Okay.
This is one thing that I've learned, right? Let's say you either did wrong or the person did you wrong. You look for things on social media to validate
your feelings. That is mad. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why people do that.
Because there will always be something to validate how you are feeling at that point in time. So it's best to avoid.
For me personally, there's one point. For me personally, I don't believe in blocking people. But please, guys out there, if blocking that person will save your mind states, do it.
It works for me.
Do it. Block the person if you have to. Stay away. Don't internet stalk the person. And if possible, if you have mutual friends, you can tell them, oh, whatever is going on in this guy or this girl's life, don't tell me. Like, I don't want to know. That would help you. Until, and even if you're the type who doesn't block, then be sure if you're going back online, you can, even if you see the guy or the girl online, you can comfortably do whatever it is you have to do online without chatting that person. So do a social media detox. If you have to block. If you have to just clear that person off your timeline, do it. Save your mind state first. I know breakup, I've been involved in 1 or 2, and I know what it's like. And I don't want anyone out there to go through the same thing. So social media detox, deleting pictures, deleting stuff, not talking with them. Do that if it's going to save your mind state, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to stay fixated on a particular person who hurt them, because all it does is bring back the pain over and over again, and you just keep hurting yourself by yourself this time, not the person. And the last and not the least is forget about closure. Yeah, I know what a lot of people are going to think. That's okay, he broke up, why should I forget closure? But if, for example, if it's not a dramatic breakup, then you can think of closure. But if it's a dramatic breakup like cheating or maybe sleeping with your friend, then you should forget about closure.
Can I just add to this? Okay, for instance, this is Justin. I was in I can't consider it a relationship because it wasn't just a kind of situation. Like, you like somebody, okay? You're talking to the person, and the person is not giving you that feedback, communication, the way you're giving it to the person. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then the person all of a sudden just like stops talking. It's not ghosting really, but let's just say it's ghosting kind of. And then they post me. Anyway, I felt some type of way. So I wanted closure. I just wanted to be like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, what's the point? What are we? I just need to know, okay? But then the person would not answer, would just read my messages and keep it pushing. And then I was like, you know what? It doesn't even matter at this point, because if you keep thinking that you
Yeah.
want this closure, you might get
You
frustrated.
might get frustrated, and
Not
because
that you might, you will.
because you start thinking, oh, maybe something will pop up. Maybe he's mistakenly going to just come and tell me, oh yeah, I am. I want to date you. So forget closure. If your partner at that point can't fully explain to you why they broke up with you or why they want to break up with you, just think that you guys are not meant to be. If it's not a dramatic thing, then don't kill yourself. If you try once, you try twice, forget about closure. Some things you're not going to ever find closure from. You just have to take it as what it is and move on with your life, because you're amazing. You have a lot you set to achieve, and no guy or girl should just hold you back. Well, the personal experience is this: a girl I was with, I think when the whole breakup thing happened, it was more like me calling, okay, I don't want to get back, but just tell me what I did wrong. And she kept on saying nothing, nothing, nothing. And at some point I realized I'm the one hurting myself at this point, because
You're expecting
I'm
something.
expecting something that is not even coming forth. So forget about closure. So try these 5 steps. They're going to help you get over a breakup. It's not a quick fix. It's
course
going to
not.
take time. You're going to have to
That's why you need to
consciously
take the time.
take the
for
time,
yourself.
consciously work on it, because at the end of the day, everybody wants love. Everybody deserves it. Nobody deserves to just be treated like trash for those who just break up over silly things. And if it's something there that can be sorted out, sort it out. So please, guys, that's it for now. If you're seeing this channel for the first time, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. I hope this video gave you some sort of education on how to deal with breakups. Nobody wants to break up. Everybody deserves love. Peace and love, guys. See you in the next video.